Like I've u utilized that, and I feel like I've had more yeses because of that,
Mm,
or like more interest because of that, because it's less pressure than like I'm signing up for this thing like a
that's valuable.
continuous thing. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, his verbiage around some of that was really good. Like, and I feel like it gives us the ability to feel like we can ask, like, well, if I had a restaurant, you would definitely
Yeah.
say, like, I'm not asking you to be a customer for life, but just at least help a sister out. That's awesome. That's good. Who else? Emma said, had an in-person convo that led to samples being sent. That is awesome. I definitely remember so much when especially on my journey between silver and emerald, just like I had so much confidence and excitement in person, and that led to so many on Facebook or like tagging in testimonies or sending samples or things like that. And I think a lot of times, even our IPA and stuff like that, we're starting so much on socials, which is fine, but that's kind of like his last call he had on the whiteboard, like touch points. And there were, if you notice, the number was so much less with the touch points needed if they were in person versus if they were all online through social media. It was like 20 to 30 versus like 7 to 10 or something like that. I forget the exact numbers, but it really is so true because people can feel our confidence in person, even though we feel more confident sometimes through Messenger. um, it's like they know it's easy to sit behind a computer screen, but it's like, oh, if they're really going to have a conversation with me about this in real life, like they must really believe it. It was just a hi to an old acquaintance at the store, and now I'm chatting Plex with her daughter. Way to go. Yes, and the conversation is so much faster. Yeah, making that turn. So how has the experience been? Because I know he's been having us like maybe do more messages or just because we're going for icon stuff and really trying to hit it home, we might be in a lot more conversations. And he did teach us in the beginning, like you don't have to start it off Plexus, but do you feel like you're having trouble or have you noticed a good like turnover ratio of like actually getting to Plexus? Like, or are we just like, yeah, I started 50 conversations, you know? Because that's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, I did it. I did my conversations, but it's like I wasn't actively trying to get to a question that was maybe where I'm able to make the flip into a Plexus conversation. How's that going for you guys?
I feel like I was able to get into like a conversation like with Plexus, but it happened naturally. Like it wasn't like a forced thing because it just kind of like came up of like, oh well, what do you do? So then like got into a conversation like that way, which is that's always like the easiest way. I feel like it's not like you don't come off like you're
Yeah.
salesy or anything like that, which is like I hope I never do, but
Right.
it's like yeah, it's just a nice way to
That's
get
good.
into
Yeah,
it.
I loved how he was t talking about the last time. Be patient, but with urgency and using some of those like, okay, well, if they're not asking you a question that leads to Plexus, like you start asking them questions that eventually if they ask you back, like, oh, well, let me let me talk about this. Like, um,
Yeah.
so that's so good. Rachel's had a couple conversations turn into Plexus. That's awesome. I missed. Jen's cooking. What you cooking, Jen? All right. Well, it may just be us. I know a lot of people are a lot's going on. We have some sickness and things like that. First and foremost, I just want to let us say a prayer for Jody. Jody had a family emergency, and so that's why her team was opened up to jumping into this. So we just want to remember her in your prayers as she's dealing with some family stuff, medical emergency wise. So um, but I did want us to remember that we are 3 days. It is now the 28th, so 28, 29, 30, 31. We got 3 full days plus whatever tonight counts for um, to round this month out. So You have done a lot of work in your iconic IPA sheets. You've done a lot of work probably adding to your lists on your phone. You have made some big goals for yourself, either for the next couple of months or for sure by the end of this year. We know we have our leaders retreat. Mexico is starting up. But we don't ever want to finish out a month without really re-looking at our goals that we have set as this benchmark. What at the end of this month is a benchmark to the end of August, which is that first icon, kind of pit stop. For those of you who are really looking to work for that. But every month is a benchmark to reaching your overall goal. So we don't want to work month to month and just keep, plugging the hole, but we do want to make sure we're looking at, okay, where am I going long term and what is this benchmark? What do I need to accomplish this month that's going to help me build upon next month and the month thereafter to the end of the year and where that's going to look like. So, what does that look like for you? The next 3 days, are you hoping to close, like, how many specific conversations? What are your points at, right? Today's the 28th. Guess what that means? All the subscriptions have run. So there are no more subscriptions that will run. So that means everything in your back office is exactly as it will end unless you shift that, right? So what are ways we can shift that? I posted into the icon thread today, a post actually from last month was just kind of like an end of month checklist. Some really good things to remember to be looking at as we end the month. But ultimately, if your points aren't where you want to end the month, guess what? You have complete control over that. So new ads are going to add to your points and increase your paycheck, obviously. But also getting into your back office. Who orders regularly that did not send an order or that didn't put through an order? Maybe they did last month, but they didn't this month. Have we checked on them? When was the last time we talked to them, right? Is there someone who's just ordering ProBio 5? Well, there's going to be some fun stuff in August. It might be fun to throw in a reset, or something like that. We're looking at doing some active in August or kind of an all-in August little challenge group, and that would be something fun to just be able to be talking about the next few days. We'll try and narrow some of that down. Limited time active, right? Emma's saying that is going to come out tomorrow. So you're going to be able to have that to kind of boost some conversations and boost people back up to 100 PV or closer to. That's going to make up some pay points. Or maybe just have someone to be excited about a new flavor that they could add on to their gut health system if they were, thinking about ordering anyway. I would love to say, who all is on the new skincare system? I mean, I've seen Anne Marie, I've seen your before and afters. Like, you're loving it. I mean, like, it's obviously working. Who else is like seeing really good results? I honestly am shocked. Can I be honest with you guys for a second? I loved Joyome. I loved that it was easy. I was just a loyal, happy Joyome customer since 2019 when it came out. It's all I've used. And I was like, oh, why are they changing it? Like, do we need a revamp? And then when I got it, obviously it's gorgeous. It looks incredible. But I was like, I wear like a tinted moisturizer and sometimes I wear like a tinted sunscreen every day, but I'm not like crazy about like, I don't want to have to wear like a thick sunscreen on my face every day. And then when I felt the texture of the Glow Getter, I was like, this is super watery, right? Like compared to Joyome, it's such a different texture. I am floored. Like, I'm so thankful because honestly, we take a lot of pictures of ourselves, right? Because we're working on social media. And I have been feeling every inch of 38 and a half this year, especially like, just like, I don't want to like, I just like have an old lady face. Like, I don't want to take a picture of my face anymore. And I'm like, I can tell a huge difference. And I've only been using this stuff for 2 weeks. So it is way better than Joyome was on its own. Like, I don't know what they put in this stuff, but I'm loving it. So use some before and afters. If you've got customers that have fallen away, like use that same thing. Have you been seeing these updates that I've been sharing about the skin health system? I've been using it and it really is crazy. What are you currently using for your skin care routine, right? We can always do product testers. You can always reach back out to customers. You need to, you get a 60-day money get back guarantee per product that you try. So like, why are our customers not switching out to try this system, Anyway, lots of really fun reasons to reach back out and get some of that going. So I want to take, let me see, it's 8:45. Let's take a few minutes, get some paper. If you have the goals that you wrote down at the beginning of the month, that's always really nice because you can revisit that. If you don't, I want you to look at your back office and realistically, but with guts, look and see what we can actually work toward in the next 3 days. Anything is possible. Okay. When I went Emerald, we grew over 600 points in a month, and a lot of that happened in the last 3 days of the month. So anything is possible if you're willing to work for it. So let's look at with our eyeballs. What are you working for? What are you working towards? So let's mute myself so I will hush up and let us focus on that for 5 minutes. I'm setting a timer. All right, 2 minutes with everything you've been looking at. Make sure you're circling actual people who are the ones that you are really going to make sure you're following up with. What special or what thing are we going to hit on to offer them? Remember, dollar membership is also supposed to end at the end of this month. We've got the active, you've got the skin health system, we've got anything you want to throw out there, free shipping, free gift with purchase. You can always add some of those little things. We make our goals are what we make happen, right? So put some names and faces to those numbers for the next 2 minutes. Okay, so there's 5 minutes until we're going to stream, or if you want to hop off and watch on your own, the opportunity event tonight. I strongly want to encourage you, even if you don't ever have someone to jump onto these Monday and Thursday calls when they're happening or catch the recording. So always register for them because they build our belief too. And you think about borrowing verbiage, borrowing stories. When we hear those things, it becomes our thoughts and our voice too. So that's part of, just like we talk about with scripture, we want to fill ourselves so that when it comes out is what's inside. So in the same way, if we want to be able to have good, confident conversations, especially compliant ones where we're not over promising and being crazy, these are great because they're run by corporate, but they are from people who are obviously very great at telling their story, getting the point across at how Plexus is what made it happen without being crazy, right? So we're going to stream that from this computer here in just a minute. If you want to stay on, we can watch it all together. If not, that's fine. You can hop off and watch it on your own. But for the next now 3 minutes, if you have anybody that you think would be great at working this business, which, right, we should have at least a little chicken list or someone that you know that would kill at this business that you would love to work with, or people that we know that we just need to reach out to about the business anyway, whether they are fellow teachers or someone that you know is, going through something where they could use some extra money, blah, blah, blah. So take a couple minutes and get that link handy and ask, hey, would anybody want to jump on to this? I'm about to jump onto this 15-minute webinar. I'm actually super excited to listen to these two people who have done amazing things with this Plexus business over the last 10 years. They're smart women, and I think that you would really love to hear their stories too. Do you want to jump on with me in a couple minutes? Question mark. Send at least one. Go for 5.
RE to 753-987. In 6 days, you're going to get short, simple guidance straight from your phone. Let me know if this is something that you want to do in the chat. This is what it looked like for me as I got started. When I found Plexus, I was a tired mom of 3. Our oldest has severe brain damage and full-time needs. Our 2 younger boys were loud, busy, and nonstop. Life was heavy. I wasn't looking for a business. I just saw a pink drink. So on Facebook, I decided to, trust a friend who posted about it in the same way that you trust whoever invited you here tonight. We started with the gut health system and saw real change. I could not keep it to myself. I started sharing naturally, just thinking of a few friends who might need what we were experiencing. At first, the business opportunity didn't really matter. I was looking for something that felt like something fun and light, because most of the days were spent on hold with insurance companies, which is not fun or light. I posted on social, shared what we were using and why we were using it, and over time it added up. Extra target runs turned into income to help contribute to our family's finances. We've become legal guardians of our daughter now, and knowing that we can build a life around her long-term needs is game-changing. Our boys are thriving in schools that are a perfect fit for them. And we're dreaming again about land or animals or wide open spaces. Here in Texas, that's possible, while also planning for our future for the boys and forever plans for Ella. Now we get to choose a life exactly the way we want to live it. The business gave us freedom to make decisions that actually match what matters most. If anything I said resonated with you, drop it in the chat. I'd love to hear what part stuck with you. Okay, so who is Plexus? Plexus has led the way in health innovation for 17 years. That means we have been around for long before the trends of gut health and seeing all the reels on our favorite social media platform. Plexus is based in Scottsdale, Arizona, and we are built to last. We're privately owned and debt-free. Let me share with you, this is one of the reasons that attracted me to Plexus, just like it probably does you. So why does it matter? Being privately owned and debt-free allows a company like Plexus to make decisions with you in mind. This means that we can focus on things like product innovation and generous compensation plans, which you will see a glimpse of in just a few minutes. At Plexus, we truly care about you and doing the right thing, because it's people like each and every one of you on this call that truly sets us apart. Our mission statement is hope, health, and happiness. This is something we live and breathe every single day. Now, I'm going to pass it over to my friend of over 20 years, Becky Page, so you can hear about her Plexus journey.
Hey, everyone. I'm Becky. I want to tell you my story, and it starts with January of 2014, because this is when I truly thought I was at one of the healthiest stages in my life. Seriously. I was 38 years old. I had 2 children under 5. I was doing CrossFit 3 days a week and had just completed my first month of Whole30. Felt very proud of myself. I had been taking a really expensive probiotic that I'd never really noticed any changes on, but I just assumed that due to its cost, it had to be effective. When a friend of mine, Andrea, started talking about her Plexus probiotic, I was curious. At the time, I was a licensed professional counselor and supervisor, and I owned a large private counseling practice in Dallas. I dealt with mood shifts. I very rarely slept soundly. What's wild to me now is how I just simply believed that this was life. This was motherhood. This was being a small business owner. This was the world of being a therapist, right? Wrong. I decided to try the gut health combo from Plexus. And when I tell you that in 1 week, I noticed so much happening in my body, I really mean it. My husband actually pulled me aside after just a few weeks on the gut health combo and said, listen, I don't say this to hurt your feelings. What do we need to do to keep you on these products? Because you are calm and peaceful in a way that I haven't seen in a long time. But he said it would really help if you could at least make enough to get the products covered. Otherwise, I don't know how long we can afford this. The irony in that is that this same husband also began stealing my products for himself after my first few weeks. Here's where you might be able to relate. My husband and I were both working professionals. We lived in a fast-paced life in Dallas, and we felt that pressure to keep up with the Joneses. I never wanted anyone to know just how much we needed the opportunity to earn some extra income, because I was embarrassed by the credit card debt that we had acquired. And I felt the pressure every quarter as I had to kind of scrounge to pay self-employment taxes. I remember the extreme stress that I felt around our marriage, even contemplating like if we could afford a vacation. A conversation about, hey, what did you spend at Target could easily spiral into tension. When I started Plexus, my dreams of earning some extra money were set at a pretty normal bar. I just prayed, okay, God, if this could somehow just help cover a car payment, it would be so worth it. And when my commissions check from Plexus was able to help cover that car payment, I thought, okay, all right, I'm ready to pray bigger. And those prayers just kept getting answered. One of the biggest shifts in my business was when my husband came to an early opportunity meeting, because he saw 3 college friends, normal girls, who had each hit the top level in our company, and they did it by helping people focus on their health. He came home and told me, you're going to do this. You're going to go diamond too. And he would remind me of that over and over. And we began to experience the excitement of building an organization in network marketing. In just a few months, I could not believe how much Plexus had impacted our lives, both physically and financially. In just over 2 years, I reached that top level and our minds were blown. Deep in my heart, I had a feeling that some of those gut health stories and gut health articles that I was reading and the podcasts I was listening to weren't going to stay in that fringe circle for very long because I knew a gut health boom was coming. The messages that I was getting from friends and customers who were trying our products were transforming what I believed about addressing root causes of our health concerns. I had no idea how much my own life and health would change just by placing that first order. If you're wondering why Plexus and why now, let me share some information with you. Did you know that there is an estimated 70 million Americans that suffer from digestive health issues every single year? I know because I was one of them before coming to Plexus. Anyone else? Because of this, it has led to a massive demand for effective solutions. So enter Plexus, leading the way with 25 products that have been designed to support your well-being. You can learn more about the products by actually tuning into our Thursday night product call. Awareness of the gut health brain connection has skyrocketed, with studies showing that 85% of customers now recognize how important gut health is and how it impacts mental health and overall well-being. Plexus offers solutions that people are truly actively searching for. Are you actually thinking of someone right now that might benefit? I bet so. I'm going to encourage you to actually write their names down. Okay, so let's jump in. Whoever invited you here tonight believes two important things. One, they believe that Plexus can be a blessing in your life. Two, that you have the potential to be a blessing to others through Plexus. Here's another question. Did you know that around 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? Did you know that 70% worry they won't have enough saved for retirement? And 45% are working a second job just to get ahead. And almost 40% are actively, we're talking Google searches, they're actively looking for a way to work from home and set their own schedule. Plexus can offer solutions not only for health challenges, but also provide an amazing income opportunity. Our generous compensation plan is designed for those willing to work hard to supplement their income. One of my favorite things is that through Plexus, we've seen incredible stories like adoptions being funded, churches being built, water wells dug in Africa, and homes created for children in Thailand. And the list goes on and on. Plexus allows you to make an incredible impact while also earning an income. So what could an additional income stream do for you or your family? I truly believe that anyone, no matter your age or experience or level of education, whether you're from a small town or big town, anyone can step into this opportunity and achieve your goals. I believe this because I've seen it within my own team. Let me ask you a question. It's a question I asked myself many, many years ago. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years? Just dream with me for a minute. What could an additional stream of income do for you? What if you can contribute just $300 more to your family each month? I want you guys to tell me in the chat how $300 more per month could help you. Just dream with me. Is it buying organic groceries? Would you pay for your child's piano lessons? Would you pay off a credit card? Would you save for a dream vacation? And please hear me, guys. 300 is just scratching the surface of what this opportunity can do for you. Let's talk about how you can earn with Plexus. At its core, earning is as simple as sharing and helping others get healthy. But the more you know about the ways you can earn with our compensation plan, the more you can maximize its potential and feel confident about it. So there are two simple things that you need to start earning income as a brand ambassador. First, you have to grab your products, and the person that invited you can help you find the perfect products to get started with. And when you do that, you'll also get your annual membership, which is step one to being commission qualified or making money. Second, you need to accumulate at least 100 PV or personal volume each month. Your product order should easily take care of that. Now, once you're qualified, it's time to share. And the good news about this business is that we live in a world where sharing what we love is so normalized. We see people sharing links all the time. Trust me, your friends and family, they want to buy from people they like, know, and trust a lot more than they want to buy from some celebrity or influencer they've never even met. Once you share, this is where our compensation plan really gets exciting. We get paid up to 8 different ways. One of the ways is through something called business building bonuses. So for example, our most popular product combo is our triplex gut health system. And each time you share that and someone purchases that, you earn $21.80 in business building bonuses. This week, yes, we get paid 5 times a month. When you help 3 VIP customers order the triplex 2, you would achieve our first rank of silver. And when you reach that rank, Plexus then rewards you with a $100 bonus. And as you continue to grow, your bonuses get much bigger. So if you hit silver, that first rank, in your first 30 days, that $100 bonus doubles to $200. You can also earn beyond that as you go up the ranks. So hey, ambassadors in the chat, have you earned a rank achievement bonus? Actually, what was the most recent bonus that you've earned? And I'm going to pass it back to Andrea.
Thank you so much, Becky. Gosh, it's so fun to hear the stories of your friends and the people that you've helped see the vision of this product and this business. So let's keep going. Let's break it down. Let's say you share Plexus with a friend and they order that $100 personal volume. You will earn $36 from business building bonuses that we spoke about and through something we call Plexus Pay Points. So you earn points when people place product orders, and the more points you earn each month, the more money you make. I remember when I shared with my first couple of customers and saw how much I earned, I was really grateful. Think about it like this. I'm always telling my friends fun things to buy. I don't earn any money off of it, not a dime. But if I share my referral link with Plexus with them, when they order their products, I could earn this $36 each time they order. That's incredible. That's something to believe in. Okay, so let's look if you did that a few more times and shared and enrolled 3 people, what that total might be. So you'd earn $60 in bonuses, $49 from the pay points, and $100 in rank advancement bonuses because you've hit that first rank of silver. And if you did it in your first 30 days, it would double for a total of $309. That's for 3 people. I tell all my new people starting out, go grab your mom or dad, your sibling, your best friends, and usually they want to support you. If not, I know that you know 3 people that will want to look and feel their best. We'll teach you exactly how to share on social media if that's what you want to do, and we'll teach you what to say to your friends and family that are looking for health benefits and even an opportunity to earn some additional income. Okay, so let's recap. Step 1 is identifying who is your plus one, someone that will jump right in with you right away. You know who you're thinking of. When you have an accountability partner to share this health journey with you, you are 73% more likely to be successful. Step 2 is to keep coming to our weekly calls, just like this one, and invite others so that they can hear testimonials and learn more about our company. Next, okay, this is number 3. You're going to text SHARE, S-H-A-R-E, if you haven't done it yet, to 753-987-PLEXUS to get our Getting Started guide and 6 days of step-by-step text messages directly to your phone that will give you guidance on exactly what to do, how to share on social, and how to talk to your friends and family. And last, we have a 15-minute call just like this one on Thursdays, and it shares about our products and what makes them special. We'll share on how to source our ingredients, the rigorous third-party testing they go through, and all things health and wellness. This system is so simple. You can just plug in and repeat. So what can you do right now? If you haven't already, grab your products tonight. Then text SHARE to 753-987 to take your first steps. If you're in, comment in the chat below right now. Just comment in. Okay, awesome. I hope you have felt inspired and learned a little about how you can make money today with Plexus. We're so grateful that you're taking the time out of your busy schedules, and please get back to the person who invited you with any questions. Have a great night.
Stop sharing it. Okay. 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 That was great, right? It's so good. And I feel like it's always helpful for me to hear those because it's also got like just so much of that kind of corporate speak that we don't usually say in our Hey Girl messages. I love the reminder that at the end of those, it has that whole like share six like posts thing that's so helpful to have someone getting started. So like I'm about to send this to a couple of my new girls who have said they've wanted to start this business. I just feel like it's like good for them to watch that, get some confidence behind the business, why they're sharing, but then also then they get those tools as well if they text share or they text, any of that to they're going to have those posts that they were just talking about as well in their arsenal. So think about people on your team that you want to send that to. Maybe you've talked about the business before, or they've been open to sharing and to say, hey, I know you may not, I mean, even if it's like I'm looking at on, even if you don't have someone who's been like, yeah, I want to join the business with you. Hey, I just really thoroughly enjoyed this. I had some new information about Plexus as a corporation, a business, and it made me super proud. And I just wanted to share this link with you in case you're ever curious about what I'm doing, that you can support me and be proud of what I'm doing, just because this made me super proud of the company that I'm with and the opportunity that we have. Like, check it out if you ever are just curious and not worried about me. Like there are some people that are like, you're doing what? I hope you don't get scammed, So kind of even playing that up of like, I know it's not for you. I don't ever expect you to do it, but if you're ever curious about like, okay, why did I get suckered into it? This is a good indication of why I did this. I loved hearing from these ladies. Their stories were amazing. Like I know personally someone who has a special needs child who is just having to raise money for a van because they didn't have extra funds to be able to have a car for their child to purchase. Like this is something that in the right moment could really speak to somebody. So proud of you guys for doing the work tonight. 3 days, a lot can happen. Set your goals, reach out to your, business buddies, your power partners. Let us know in the icon chat so we can all be cheering each other on as the end of the month rolls around. Obviously, we'll keep going with our iconic icon chat through the next month, since that was like the kind of 2-month period to really kind of hit it home as we're finishing out that. But would love to just hear from you guys as you're doing hard things, scary things, or going after goals. Pop in there, because remember, when we share what we're doing, other people are encouraged to go after their goals and do scary things too. So love you guys. I hope you have an incredible night. I'll post this recording for our friends that couldn't hop on, but really thankful for each of you for being here with me and hope it was helpful. Good night.